Took out my Band-Aid.
Oh, I was gonna ask it. ¿Qué está?
I don't know. I got scratched outside. Yeah, I didn't even feel it. I just looked over and I was like, hey, I'm bleeding. And I passed out.
Is that blood?
See you. No, it's okay.
What the quack?
I'm just going to restart it. They probably think I'm a drug addict or something now. What's up, everybody?
How are you guys doing? Welcome back
To
CharroBeans podcast established. Come on.
2020.
There you go.
I was trying to think. But then I was also like a Mariachi podcast. So
A Mariachi podcast.
I was a little far back. I don't know. I'm trying to process what we just did there.
Sammy's tired.
Yeah. I think this is the first time that I felt like a little more tired like I used to. Like, I think we talked about it before, but like before I started using my CPAP machine, like Chico Chino. Before I started using
like a mom, bro.
Yeah. Chico Chino. Trapealo. Yeah, before I started using my machine, like I was listening to like old episodes of the podcast, and I think I was just like a lot more tired back then. Like you can hear it in my voice. I already have like I guess you could say like a voice where like it sounds kind of slurred sometimes. Because I forgot who told me too. Multiple people have told us they have to listen to this podcast like at 1.5.
High? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Like because if you listen to it at 1.5, it sounds like, you know, like it's corriendo bien, it's flowing, yeah. And when they put it back, it sounds like we're high, which is like, el mariachi, güey, no son cosas buenas. I don't know. But like once they speed it up, it's like, oh, now it sounds fine.
Yeah.
So you can't listen to it at normal speed. You got to put it in.
I get that. Yeah.
Hyper speed, cyber chase. Yeah, so that was a good show. I used to like that one. Well, I had to watch it because it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Oh, motherboard. Ahorita bien motherboard, güey.
Con ojo cuadrado.
Sí, güey. No, yeah, but this is episode 163? 163? Which last week when I said 162, you know that's the number of games in a baseball season?
Oh, yeah?
162, yeah.
Fun fact?
It is a fun fact. You know why? Because it's a shitload of fucking games. Like, imagine, like, football has, like, what, 18 a year? Like, we play more than that in a month. Like, it's a shitload of games, man, like, in baseball. Like, they're just constantly every day. And it's funny because, like, one game will just ruin your life because it's, as a baseball fan, especially as a Rangers fan, you're just sitting there like, I can't believe we fucked up this game. All right, we'll just do it again tomorrow. Like, because it's literally, like, every day. But last week when I saw 162, I was like, oh, it's the number of games in a season.
Yeah, I never understand y'all's lingo. Because you guys are, like, all sad like perdimos como, like, y'all lost, like, 10 games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, looks pretty bad. And then next week you're like, come on, we're so close, we're gonna make it. I'm like, I thought we were doing bad.
Yeah, it's because baseball is a whole shit. It all depends on like you losing or winning, and then like other people in your division. So like, it can go really bad or really good. Okay. Point is, just Rangers way culeros. So they're not going to the postseason. Well, the postseason's happening right now. It's very exciting.
And they're not there.
No, they're at home.
¿Quién le vas?
In the postseason? I'm going for the Mariners. They've never won a World Series. The Brewers have never won a World Series. Okay. I loved having that feeling.
They're like the underdog?
Yeah. I think I'm just an under. Yeah, because everybody else is a big market team, like the Dodgers. No. Who else is playing there? The Phillies. They should have won a couple years ago. So at this point, like, bro, yeah, stop. Go away. Who wants the Yankees to win? Nobody. Yankees fans? Yeah. You know? So it's just like, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but estoy diciendo like... It's the Yankees way, yeah. They've won 27. Yeah, it's most than any other team, you know. So at this point, it's like, bro, just stop, you know. Why are you still trying to win one? Like, let some other guys get some. Like the Mariners, poor guys. Sorry, this just turned into a sports podcast.
I don't even know what's going on.
Point is, I'm a little tired, so I might be feeling a little bit
feeling a little slow.
Yeah, a little slow. Un poquito especial, pero aquí andamos.
What do you wanna talk about today? La política de Mexico.
De America, the USA.
The weather.
It's a abnormally hot October, which is a little weird.
I got it today. I was like, I'm in pain. What the fuck?
Yeah, because I think at this point in the year, since the 5 years, there goes that car alarm again. What the fuck? Yeah, it's been a warm October, which is kind of weird because again, in October, by the time the evening comes around, like ahorita es cuando se siente like chingón way. It's like it's a fall preview, you know. So you walk outside and you're like, damn, like it's a little nippy out here, and you know it's nippy because you're nipping a little bit, you know. So right now it's like, wait, no mummies, like it still feels like August. Like August is like hot. Like that was 2 months ago, and it's still hot. So apparently it has been like a pretty abnormal October, and you know what? It's the weathercaster's fault because, like, I think a couple months ago or like a month ago when September started rolling in, they were like, "Oh, it's like getting close to the 80s," or like so. Like they were like really sugarcoating or like really like telling us like, "Hey, it's feeling really badass." Like that's abnormal. That's abnormal, but apparently it's because the hot was gonna be prolonged. Apparently, so right now gigs are still hot. Like for example, we had that gig. The one gig that we had on Saturday, and it was like a 3-hour gig outside quinceañera, and we were in pleno sol, which was I thought was a little weird. It was an outside gig. Like I don't know how. Would you do that? Would you do a quinceañera outside? Así nomás. Because it was like
for me.
For me, yeah. Because like when we pulled up, and Arturo was like, "No, but let's hacer una quinceañera." We're like, "All right," you know, we're expecting a salon, but we just kept going through like it was essentially like a trailer park. You know, or like those houses that look like trailers, but they have no wheels, you know, just full-on trailers, you know. And we pulled up, and it was in a whole front, like their front lawn was pretty big, you know, but it was very exposed, you know. But they set up this whole like, well, más bien, they were setting it up as we got there, or whatever, and it was a 3-hour quinceañera gig.
True.
And the whole time I was there, I just kept thinking like, I don't think I would do like a big ass. Más bien, I'd never have a party in the front yard, like. I'm a very private person, you know, so I don't like being exposed to the elements like that. When I had my party, it was in the backyard. I don't me ve nadie, güey. Más Dios.
I'm like, bro, everybody sees you on TikTok, bro.
What do you mean?
Because you're a TikToker, no?
No, I'm not.
I can see it, bro. I'm like, damn. I thought it was between us.
No, I meant like,
you're
like in my house, I always have curtains or I have blinds, like, so. You know, could you ever? Okay, you know how like rich people always have like houses with like windows, like big ass windows. Like they don't care who's outside and can see them. Like there's a house like right up the street, and again, I don't live in the best neighborhood, you know, but like their shit's always open. And I'm just driving by, and I feel like a robber, like just passing by, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got nice lamps, like, you know, and they're probably thinking like.
Is that the new PS5?
Yeah.
Damn.
And like they're thinking que me voy a robar todo, you know. So it's just like I've never been that type. Like as soon as I get home, I'm just like the little rod for the
excuse me
for the fucking blinds. What the fuck? Yeah. So I'm just thinking like I don't know. So like going to like a 15 that was like outside in the front yard. And like they had it all set up like it was un salon, you know, like they brought artificial floors.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
I was tripping that shit, bro. Because they put it like on ground. I think they put like some like su tierrita like under.
It was
to like flatten it, I think.
To, like, to make it even, and then they put like plywood arriba de eso. And then it was like the Lego blocks of this like dance floor.
Yeah, so it's just like it was like a checkers thing almost, but it has lights and
it's like a game show.
Yeah, but the minute like some kids like walk through it like fucking like unos estaban más like ladeados, you notice that?
Oh, they were moving?
Yeah, because I was walking or like we were doing Mariachi Loco, like when it was like sliding through the side, I'm like, oh la verga, because my boat
got caught. Yeah.
I was like, piso, no sirve.
Well, that's the thing. I've never seen that you could do that. Apparently, you can just transport. Because back in my day, in Mexico, like cuando había como topada or like a party outside in the rancho, they would just put like a big ass piece of plywood.
Yeah.
And that was the dance floor.
Yeah.
Es porque allí, güey, si no pones nada, like te vas a enlodar. Like, un chingo de lodo. It's like rainy season at that time, you know? But like here, they put like this artificial like dance floor. And when we got there, we were just playing for the quinceañera. Which it just felt weird because the quinceañera too, she's like in full, like, you know how like a quinceañera looks like a princess, like that's the point of it. Like they wear the tiara and they wear like the big old dress with the big old, what was that called? There's a word for that when they look like a teacup, you know, like you know, because it's not a dress that goes down, like it comes out and shit, like fucking Cinderella type.
It's a corset and then it like
like if you look on the bottom of them, like they have a whole fucking
it's like an umbrella.
it looks like the frame of a house. You know, like it's all framed out. You know, so it's funny because she's like wearing all that, but like what is it? The background? No, the environment doesn't match her aesthetic. You know, you know, like she's sitting there, we're playing for her, and she even has like the custom chair, and then like atrás, like there's chickens, and then there's like bikes on the side, and I'm just like, I feel like we got like transported to like the wrong place. You know, it just didn't match. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have parties at all, but if I had to have a party, it would be like in the fall or in the spring, just because in the winter it's too cold, and like right now, are we in fall?
We're
barely transitioning, right?
September 21st is the first day of fall, so we're in fall right now.
Yeah,
even though it's like 90 degrees still, but it's fall. But you're right, because you remember my party?
Yeah,
it was really cold. Yeah, it was really cold.
You brought a fucking jet engine to like.
Or, I did it.
Jaime did. Yeah.
I just gave that back yesterday.
He was just like, ayúdame, ¿con qué? Transvente, and like we were like carrying like the thing. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It looks like a flamethrower.
And he's just like. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, so when he brought it up, I was a little what's the word?
You were happy?
I'm not even feliz, you know? Yeah. So when I got there, I just hear the because it's a flamethrower, you know, like it's essentially a flamethrower. It's like, I think it's what they use like at job sites when it's cold and they need something like industrial strength, you know, which what we were doing was in industrial strength, you know, so it was like, it just didn't match up, you know. Pero punto es de que I wouldn't have a party outside like that girl did.
And it's just hard to nail it, you know, like you pick a day, because you would expect you plan something like that, like quinceañera especially, like almost a year before.
It's a year of planning.
So you have to set a day, you have to like, you know, agarrar los mariachis que puedan ese día, and you get this and that, and then that day, what if it rains?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that day, it's like super. Something happens, you know.
Because it was, I read something about that too. That apparently this has been like the driest October in a long time. Because around this time, también, pues it does rain a little bit. I mean, because the weather's changing. So yeah, like you spend. I mean, a party like that, you know, just coming from the fact that I've had a wedding, you know, that costs like thousands of dollars to put together. You're right. Like you're hanging on the balance of like the weather. You know, like. Yeah, if you didn't like think that through, and then all of a sudden it's like a monsoon outside, like what are you gonna do? We can still party, you know, like, but at what cost? You know, like it starts turning into the day after tomorrow, you know, or something like that. You know, but I just think it wasn't like, I don't know. It just got me thinking. I was like, I don't think I would have a party outside like this. Plus, I was too exposed to the elements, and then like right now with everything that's going on too, like I feel weird, like making noise. In a way, because you know how loud we are. Not just us, but like I thought a DJ like behind us. Yeah. And like DJs, I mean, they're behind the speakers, so they can't even hear. But those dudes like le suben hasta arriba, you know, and like the bass is like thudding the whole neighborhood. So the only thing that kind of gets me is I'm like, all it takes is one dude to like get pissed off at this and like to call somebody. Yeah. So I'm just like sitting there at the gig like. Almost being like the responsible and like, can we please turn it down, sir? Like, you know, like it's just more like, we're just out here in the elements, you know, and someone driving by could just be like, Mexicans, you know, it's just, it's just too much for me. So I don't know. That just got me thinking, like, I don't think I would have a party like this. If anything, like in my backyard, you know, because atrás, pues, no te ven, you know.
Like, and it wouldn't be a party, it would be a gathering, okay?
Well, that's what this was like.
Where I just hanging out.
Because that's one thing we were saying, like the gig itself, está bien apagado, güey. Like, and I feel like lately, también a lot of gigs have been like that, where it's just been like real dry as hell, you know. And
I keep saying it's because there's no alcohol, man.
But they did though. They had
really late. They opened that bar like when at like third hour.
Yeah, but then even then they had to come tell us, hey, si quieren hacer un anuncio que you know the bar is open, because nobody's going up to get any. So it's like,
bro, I got a paloma, and like the lady got like a little like spray, but it was like glitter spray. So like she was like spraying glitter on it, and I was like, and she gave it to me, and the whole time like driving home, I was just like,
like there was straight up glitter.
I think so, because I felt it in my throat. Glitter. I was like,
damn, that means that your dookie glittered.
Oh, I
was
didn't even
shiny.
check. I
You
should
should
be like,
have, yeah. Yeah, you have to, bro. You be like, ah, shit.
I don't know. Why does it look like a fucking club in here? You know, it's
It looked like Twilight poop. You know?
look at Edward Cullen's.
Yeah, they were culling. Yeah, I don't know. But point is, like, the whole time I was there, I was like, "Está apagado todo, dude."
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's because, you know, we played from 5 to 8.
Yeah,
Still early,
That's
you know?
also a factor. People
But,
weren't
like-
there when we started playing.
Like, we were playing for kids
Yeah,
because it was a quinceañera, you know? So, like, the only people that were there were, like, you can tell it's, like, her friends from school. And that's how you know, too, because we were in Sanger, which, I mean, I don't know. I've never been there, you know, but it's one of those
You were
countries.
just there?
No, man, like, I've never been around there, so I don't
Yeah.
know the, you know, but it's the country, you know? So it's like, ahí llegaron puras güeritas, you know? And she's, like, Mexican, like, the girl.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, shit, like, pues ellos no van a saber nada de esto. Like, ¿cuál quieres? Like, una de Taylor Swift, you know? Like,
Well, I do feel bad whenever I don't know if we announced it or the DJ, but they were basically saying, you know, take a picture with the quinceañera, like
quinceañera,
now's your
right.
time, and like nobody came up. I think like 2 people came up.
sí, güey, por eso digo. Like,
I was like, I think you should have said that in English because I think
It was only-
everybody's just like,
there's a language barrier here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but even then, man, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's the thing about these parties, man, because, like, weddings, like, quinceañeras, like, they cost thousands of dollars to put together, man. Like,
and especially with them because they also got like the where they draw on your face, like there were there were like little stations, right?
Yeah.
Tenían un toro. Was it un toro mecánico?
They had, they had the bounce house,
They had a
you know?
bounce. That's what it was. It was
Yeah,
a bounce
house. They had a photo booth, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I'm thinking, you ever watch Everybody Hates Chris?
I've seen some.
El Papa, you know how he was, like, real cheap? Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Just be like, man, that's like a $400 worth of moon bounce, you know? Like, that's a lot, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so that was me at the gig. I'm just looking like, dude, like, nobody's using this photo booth.
Yeah.
That's $800 worth of photo booth. Like, someone's got to use that, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it costs thousands of dollars to put this together, you know?
They
So,
had
like,
caterers too.
They had
like,
caterers.
food.
They had well, like I said, they it looks like they rented that bar, like people to come out to make those.
They got a bar.
That the DJ, the freaking the floor was rented because they came in a freaking U-Haul,
Yeah.
big old truck, you know, and they were taking each one out like it was a special like square, you know.
Yeah.
So I told you it looked like a game show. It's like I think it was a show on Nickelodeon where like you had to memorize the blocks of the path.
Oh,
So so that's what it felt like, you know. So it's a special. It's $1,000 worth of floor, you know. Like, so I'm just thinking, like, damn, like someone's got to use this, you know. So like, when we're playing all our songs, y todos están bien apagados, I'm like, dude, I'd be pissed because I'm
Yeah.
like, I paid for all this shit and I'm having a horrible time, you know. Like,
Yeah.
this is like I'm just thinking of the expense report after all this, you know. So
It might be the time because towards the last hour, okay, like more parents got there, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
like más, you know, people of
Gente.
our age, you know.
totally.
They were yeah, they were asking like more songs, and it got like a little more lively, you know. Maybe if they hired us for like from that point on, it would have been like better. Because after we left, the DJ was blasting, but nobody was on the dance floor.
Nobody was dancing.
Everybody was just chilling.
And that's what I was telling our violinist. I was like, dude, that's the thing too. Like, I don't think I could get a DJ
Yeah.
because like with the DJ, like they're gonna play what they're gonna play, you know, for the most part.
Yeah.
And like, you know, a DJ is gonna play like for the place, like for people that are there and stuff. Pero muchas de las veces, like it's almost like they put like those YouTube videos, you know, más like Cumbia
Yeah.
Mix 2012, you know.
It's like
Play.
another DJ doing a mix.
Sí,
Like,
güey, you know. And that's what I was telling you. I was like, ahorita, like, cuando estaba llegando el DJ, like, Arturo, our boss, went up to me and said, hey, you know, like, if you guys nos da chance de conectar our sonido. 'Cause we didn't put any of our sonido.
Yeah.
And Arturo was like, you know, give us a chance. Like, we could connect it somewhere. And the guy was like, no, pues es que me falta todavía mucho. Like, he was putting up the speakers,
Yeah.
the mezcladora, you know, the laptop and everything. He's like, no, well, it's going to take me, like, a long time still. So, like, wait on me or whatever. And that's when I told you, I was like, it seems like a lot of work for him just to connect his Bluetooth.
Yeah.
He's just like waiting for pairing. Like, dude. Wait, pues el teléfono nomás para arriba y para abajo, güey, pues qué. You know, so it just seemed like a lot of work. So I was
Fucking shuffle, bro.
like, sí, güey. It's just like, what is it, like, Canciones Lit 2025. And then just click on that playlist, güey. Es todo.
It's like Cumbias 2025.
Cumbia's
Fire,
mix.
like fire emoji.
yeah. With the little tongue, he's like, you know, or whatever. But yeah, we're just shitting on DJs now. No, but that's the thing, though. Again, like, I couldn't get a DJ for that reason because I'm just like, I don't want to just hear like cumbias, you know. at my wedding, like I wanted to have a grupo because like there's something about live music that just brings out like a different vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's what we do, bro.
por eso digo, güey. And it's because like, ¿cuántas veces te dije llorando? ¿Cuántas veces te van a poner una grabadora y poner mariachi? It's like it's not that common anymore, you know? Agarras un mariachi because like you want to ask for those songs that I guess you do know, like la gente.
You want the interaction.
Yeah, they want the interaction. Get in el show de Juan Gabriel or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people are really into that, you know?
Yeah.
So like they want that. That's what they're paying for. And that's what we're going to give to you, you know? So when we're there, that's our intention, like to liven up this party. But there's only so much we can do sometimes. I'm just standing there like, damn, wait, this party fucking sucks. You know, like it's one of those where I'm just like, I kind of want to leave, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's like gigs that like we want to stay at, which is like, wait, there's a whole fucking vibe here. Wait, pa' que nos vamos, Arturo, just cancel that shit. Like, you know?
We'll play for free.
See you, wait.
No, what the fuck?
Just interns, you know, fuck it, you know. The point is that it was one of those gigs where it's just like, man, and it's funny because like we're trying our best like to come up with something, and again, like I come in Arturo because like él sí sabe like just to like keep things going, like keep it lively, you know. Because I'm not that. We talked about it on the podcast last time, but it's just like I'm not that type of person to just be like, cheerio, you know. Like I'm not gonna fucking do that, you know. Yeah. So I was like, I'm there to do my job, and hopefully, like you know, it's a good time or whatever. But speaking of good times, today's topic. We all saw the video?
Yeah, right? I didn't saw it until you guys talked about it again on the van. Yeah. Because I saw it and I was like, no, I can't watch this.
It's funny because like anytime there's a video like that, because I saw it like first thing in the morning. I think.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, like I think I woke up like
your algorithm was like, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, because I don't know who posted it or what, but it was just like it came up. Like it was the first thing I opened on Facebook, and that's how you know I'm old because I opened up Facebook first. You know, like I'm getting old. Like I'm gonna start taking those selfies that like parents take. They're just. You know, yeah, you know.
On your way to work.
Yeah, and it's got like the emojis and everything. Yeah, point is, or the filter, you know. Yeah, it was the first video that came up. Like, and if you're wondering, like, what is he talking about? So there was this video of Mariachi Vargas playing. I'm guessing at a performance, right? And I can't say I know his name because that's the thing too. I haven't kept up with Mariachi Vargas or as far as like who's in the group and stuff like that. Like, it's funny because as much as I do mariachi, I don't keep up with it as much as I used to, and I and that's my fault, you know. Like it's just I have other priorities, but like back in the day, man, like I was like, oh, sí, Fernando y Carlos and this, like I knew all those cats, you know, and like if se salió este del Vargas, se metió un nuevo y quién sabe qué, like I knew everything, I knew all the lore, but like now it's like it's not that it's not a priority, but it kind of isn't anymore. Like it's not one of my things on my radar anymore. Okay. I think you're even worse at that with me. Because like I'll be like, hey, wait, pues se salió del sol. He's like, ¿quién? ¿Cuándo? ¿Por qué? Okay? Like I didn't even know, you know. Yeah. Like I think you're worse at that than me too.
You think I'm more disconnected than you?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess that's true.
Like you listen to more mariachi, but
I'm not in the drama, I guess.
But it's not even just drama. It's just more like it's just like there's people that like really know. Again, I was one of those persons, you know, that would just like know everything about the group and who was in it, this and that. But it's not that it doesn't interest me. It's just like I don't keep up with it. Like I have other things.
That's fair. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, like because I think I saw him and I saw other people in the group too that I was kind of like, what group is this? You know. And I don't know who this guy is. Not to be disrespectful, I've just really never seen, because usually when you see someone that's in Vargas, you've seen him somewhere else. You know? So
I mean, a lot of the times that's how they came up. You know, they came from another group and stuff like that. Yeah,
and you'll see them like in maybe groups like local, or like you'll see them like that. You know, like it's a big thing now if you come up on that page, Los Mejores Mariachis del Mundo, or there's like another page. You know,
and that's the thing too. Nowadays, like in mis tiempos eran puros like pages where it was like de puro mariachi. You know, like this all the videos were just like to talk shit about a mariachi.
So there's like an anti-balcon.
Yeah, it's like los mejores músicos, whatever, de mariachi, whatever, and they post like good things. I'm like, damn, some positivity.
Yeah,
must be nice.
Which it is a good change. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of good musicians, but I'm saying like I don't know how it works. I don't know if you have to submit like your video and you're like, I like this one, you know, like
they're like decline.
yeah, they're like red, you know,
Red, yeah,
or it's like the thumbs down, you know, like he's like damn,
thumbs down.
You get excited because you get like they reacted, and it's just like.
Yeah, it's just no longer. Or what is it when you get blocked?
Oh yeah, you can no longer like message this user. Like,
or whatever. Yeah, so you're like, ah, shit. So you didn't like it? You know, like what?
You made like a second profile. Yeah, you didn't like it.
It's just like Victor Estrada 2.
Por favor, like Victor, por favor, like.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's that was my confusion. Because I guess Vargas knows other vines, you know.
Vines?
Yeah, like down the vine, like they know. They
oh, pues sí. I mean, I think we talked about it with Roberto, who was on here. Didn't we say that? He said that it's kind of like Vargas already knows, like
they have like
they have their network.
They have like a whole list of like replacements if like someone se cae, they already have like
they have people on their radar that are just like ready to come up if they need, you know. And I think that's cool. That means that they just know that you're out there. You know, that's cool.
Well, they're a whole institution, apparently.
Yeah, por eso. So, like, I think, again, like, since the internet is always factual, you know, I think someone had put on there that he was more new to the group, you know, which I kind of agreed with. I was like, well, to be honest, I had never seen him, you know. So, the only reason I knew that it was someone from Vargas was because their traje always has the MV on the side, you know. And then that's when I could see like it's the Enrique on guitarrón, I can see Gil on vihuela, Jonathan on guitar. So that's what tells me, I'm like, oh, pues sí es Vargas, you know. But it's funny because it was the first thing that I opened up, you know, Facebook to, and I clicked on it because I could just see like all the emojis with like the laughing face and then like the heart, or like it has all the reactions or whatever.
Yeah.
So I watched it, and if you haven't watched it, it's just him singing. Fallaste Corrazón, right?
Yeah.
And it's in the high point of the song where cuando paran todos, maldito corazón. So on that part, but he was like going, you know, it's like
he was trying to add intensity to it and like add some type of like dramatization, you could say.
Yeah, like it's lo estaba dando como mariachero, you know, like pues, ya sabes, you know, como cantan los mariachis, you know. So he was giving it like that big climactic like effect, you know. That's and which it sounds to me like he's done this before, because I mean, I think since the internet is true, someone had posted like him singing it before and there was no issue. So it's more like I watched it and over again, like he kept trying to sing it, and if you haven't seen it, like it just gets progressively worse because he's trying to hit that note, but it's just not coming out. So then like by the end of it, he ends up keeping going. He keeps going. He keeps going, and he ends up finishing it. But you could obviously tell that there was something going on with his voice, and he wasn't hitting his mark. You know.
Yeah.
So by the end, he finishes the track, but it's like, pues no le salió la nota. You know.
Yeah.
So since the mariachi community is so supportive, and you know, como you know, they will always say good things about you. The comments were great. Insert sarcasm.
It was crazy how something like this can turn so big, because everybody had like an opinion, whether like good or bad. You know, there were people that were like, I would have fired him like on the spot, like que se vaya, you know, and other people were like, oh, pues yo los quiero ver ustedes, you know, like like, you know, and then people were like legit analyzing like, oh, it's because diaphragma and like the way he's singing, like he has to like he had to do this, he had to do that, and there are people that are like, wait, pues somos humanos. Everybody had something to say, and I just felt like if I was this guy, bro, I would have just deleted my Facebook, bro. You know, like yo see Yoro way. I was like, nah, sabes que,
man,
because everybody was just I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was like. Because it happens, you know, like it happens with us.
To me all the time. You know?
I was gonna say like to me it happened with we're playing like the song that we play on every fucking gig that, you know, we were playing Hermoso Cariño. Do you remember?
Oh, this week?
Yeah.
Or yesterday or Saturday or whatever?
Yeah. it's like the last like of the song, like it's the ending scale, right?
Yeah, al final.
Y yo me norteé. I did my math wrong, 3 beats, but my dumbass played 2, and then, all you hear is like, what is it? But right?
Yeah.
And everybody looked at me like I killed someone, bro. Everyone was just like, I'm just like, my bad, like.
It's because that's the thing we've said before. Like nobody notices what you do or what you provide until like you can't.
What?
Like, o sea, like you could do it right 99% of the time, but the 1% time that you don't do it, it's noticeable because you're consistent. You do it all the time. Like, no pedo, you fuck up, bro. What the fuck? You just look back there like, what the hell are you doing? And it's like, what do you mean? So you mano way. So I think it was again like looking at all it was the first thing in the morning way. So I'm just like watching like a guy. I'm like you. I'm like, who's this? Oh shit! Like damn, they fucked up. Oh shit! Like because he keeps trying. He's just like, dick. He kept trying, and I commend him for that way because you hubiera llorado way. Like I'm just like. Deuces,
you just point to like Jonathan, you're like,
see, wait.
Wait.
I'd be like that one meme of the black dude who's just like, and then he just disappears. Me in the middle of the stage, man. But that's the thing, like, again, like the first thing I saw in the morning, I was like, oh. Then I was like, oh, this is Vargas. I was like, oh, so this is gonna have like a lot of repercussions. And I'm like, why? So then I started looking at the comments, and again, like everybody has an opinion on this. So that's why I was kind of like, I wanted to see what people think about it, and just like. To see what their approach would be. Because, again, a lot of people will react to this in a different way. And if you haven't seen this video, like I feel like you'd have to watch that first. Just look it up. Just go to like Facebook and put like Mariachi Vargas. Fails. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
It's on AFB, bro.
Yeah. Ahí búscale. Ahí la encuentras, But like, I wanted to see what y'all's approach was, and then like we'll kind of see what you guys thought about that. Okay. So the question was, or the prompt was, here's the video, and I put the clip of it on CharroBeans, and I put, what are your thoughts and opinions? What would you have done in that situation? So let's go uno por uno. First one, es un musicazo y a todo nos pasa.
That's true.
You know what's funny though? Because just to let you know, a lot of people wrote stuff like this, where it was like somos humanos, like es algo que, nos pasa a todos. But isn't it funny how they kind of get a pass because it's Vargas? Because if era un mariachi normal, like if it was our group and it was like Arturo.
Bro, it happened on Saturday when I fucked up. We're just like, how dare you? You fucking insolent.
Pero es lo que te estoy diciendo, like, it's funny because they can get a pass, and I'm not saying they don't deserve it because it is Vargas, But I think it's like very hypocritical of people to be like, no, pues esos son maestros, you can say this and that. I was like, when you fuck up, you fuck up. But like, if I were to do the same thing, like, I would be crucified, bro. Like, because then it's like, nah, María, como tú dijiste de Morrio, it's like, si no te lo sabes, ¿para qué lo estás cantando? ¿Para qué lo estás tocando? And it's like, damn, like, I'm sorry, like, I messed up, But a lot of people, when I was reading a lot of these, were like that. Look, it happens to everyone. Someone else said it happens to the best of us, like pobrecito. It can happen to anyone, and he owned up to it without tapping out, which I do commend him on too. Because again, like, it sucks, bro, knowing that like you have the ability, but you can't like show it.
Yeah,
I've had that happen before too. Like I told you, like when I'm playing like a song sometimes, especially like on Cascabel or like something with the solo, I was like, I know I have the ability, but it's like my body is not responding. It's like I know I can do this, but I'm an old head now, I don't know what it is now, but in my head I'm like, I got this, but I don't got this, So for them, it's like he tried his best and he kept trying. He wasn't telling someone like, hey, like, hey, could it, Jonathan, take over. He was actively just trying over. And like, if you watch the video, like he starts to laugh.
Yeah.
Because I think even himself, he's thinking like, fuck, bro, like, I know I can do this. So like, I'd react the same. I'm like, fuck, bro, like, salte, cabrón, you know, it's like salte, pinche G, you know, whatever note he's hitting, you know, I'm just like, I know that I can do this, but the fact that it wasn't coming out it's like it's frustrating.
I think I also commend like the group as a whole, because the guys are kind of like, no, si sale, you know, they're trying to be like,
trying to hype him
like, you
up.
got it, bro, you got it, you know, and it kind of make like this, ¿qué güey? ¿Quién es?
No, I'm so looking.
Dile que se espere, güey. No. Because I think something like that makes you realize maybe like, okay, it is a big deal, you know, like, but it's not something that you're gonna get like, no te van a desaparecer por eso, you know, like you're not gonna die, like you're not, it's like it's okay, you know, because the guys, I don't know who said all these things, but like, yeah, the guys were like, no, you got it, bro. Like tú puedes, si sale, like otra vez, like, you know.
If you can, and then that's the thing too, like you can see that they're actively like, I think Jonathan was in the back, and he's like telling the audience like, no, cante con nosotros, you know.
Like,
those are the little things that, again, they look like it's part of the show. And it's not like actively you going up there and be like, hey, bro, you good? Like, you know, like it's like they know something's wrong.
Yeah, porque te imaginas too, like maybe like an opposite reaction where like the guys are just looking at you like, or you see someone in the back, they're just like, right? Or
our boss, you know, no,
right?
I know
Or
what you mean.
they start like gossiping with each other, like, you know, and then or like words where like someone comes up and just takes like your, what is it? Takes like your line. Your voice line.
Oh, your
you know?
Yeah, like he takes over.
Like someone's like, someone takes over, and they're like, "Sabes qué, quítate, güey," you know, like that would be like the worst, bro.
It's the way you approach it. It's because that's where I see, like, if you look at the video, like the whole thing's awkward because it's like, I think that this might be like the first time maybe this happens. So like nobody knew how to react. And again, like it's easier for us to be like sitting there like, nah, güey, pues nada más cántala, güey, pues cántala. Like those what commenters will do. They'll just be like, no, pues it's just, pues, ay, cántala. Or los de atrás, pues que los ayuden, pues, ¿qué están haciendo? But it's like, dude, you don't know what people felt in that situation, like specifically. Because I would laugh at you, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
no,
if you look at if you look at the guys in the Battle de la Armonía, they're laughing, but they're not laughing at him. It's because more like, again, like it's kind of like an awkward situation. Like, what do you do?
And
like,
I think it's better if someone has a laugh than someone like have like
what are you doing?
You know,
bro?
like I think it's better to like it makes the whole situation a lot more lighthearted.
Yeah.
You know, and like maybe at the end, but see, you know, like he's probably still hearing about it from the guys. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, he gets there at rehearsal and they're like, ¿Qué onda, gallo? You know, like you know.
See, wait, just because it's one of those things where like again, like we have this reaction to it, like, you know, as charros, and like I know because like you'll talk to like a random. Because it was all over everywhere. Like it was on Facebook and people were reposting it like on Instagram. That's how I saw it, you know. But they just kept reposting it on Facebook and stuff. So it's like this becomes such a big deal because like mariachis everywhere are like, whoa, like look at this. Like one, it's abnormal. Two, it's like it's low key kind of funny because it's like, fuck, dude, like that can happen to anybody, you know.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, it's like they're gonna share anything that has to do with Vargas, you know, because they were just posting about them being at Cowboy Stadium, you know, and like. I only knew about that because todos los charros were like, hey, aquí van a estar en los Cowboys. Like, that's the only rean I knew, you know, they just kept posting it.
Y en mi casa, voy comiendo mis huevitos, güey. And I'm like, Vargas at the Cowboys?
And here in Arlington, Texas? What the fuck?
Everybody was there, but nobody told me. Like, te voy a llamar, güey, ¿dónde estás, güey? Like,
vámonos, güey. Yeah, dude, because it's, again, like, it becomes such a big deal because of the mariachi community. You know, like, they're the ones that are going to repost this. Like, una señora o un señor, you know, casual, they're not going to post this because it's like, they look at it like, even though it's Vargas, like, es un mariachi. You know, they don't know who Vargas is like that.
Or
know?
even then they're like, I like it, you know? Like,
yeah. Or they're just
like they wouldn't notice something strong until they realize, like, the crowd is reacting, like, the guys are reacting, and they're like, what's wrong?
And the most they'll do is they'll just put the laughing emoji, you know, but they're not going to reshare. They're not going to, like, this isn't going to get picked up by, like, Univision, Telemundo, like, un mariachi, no le salió la nota a las 10, you know, but it's like, nobody's going to spread this other than mariachi. So that's why it becomes a big deal, you know, because we have a tendency to share anything bad, you know. But again, like, so that's what I'm kind of trying to get at. Like, a lot of people were here where like it does happen. It happens to us. You know, it happens to all of us. But it's like, well, they're also kind of getting a pass because it's them. You know,
Yeah.
I think it was a couple of years ago too that like No Te Caritlan. I still have that video too. No Te Caritlan was playing like at a radio station, and they were playing like Guadalajara.
Oh, no. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and it's a standard, you know, like you play it and whatever. And I'm sure they have their own arreglo, but it looks like they didn't communicate everybody what they were gonna play. So allí como que cambian de tono, and like la vihuela's playing something else, de las melodías or whatever, and like it didn't sound good, but it's because of miscommunication.
Yeah.
But what happened? It got shared everywhere, like
Yeah.
on Balcón. It got shared on all these pages and stuff like that. And what did people put? Nah, pues mira, pues quién sabe qué, quién sabe qué. And it's like, dude, they're human, you know?
Hello.
Ay, wait.
Hello.
Perdón.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Pero, como te decía, like, it got shared around a lot, but for not good reasons. It was like for bad reasons.
Yeah.
'Cause people were just talking shit. You know, they were just like, nah, pues, ¿cómo van a hacer eso? ¿Quién sabe qué? ¿Quién sabe qué? And then there's also the half of the people that are like, no, pues ellos son maestros. Like, you know, les pasa a todos y quién sabe qué. But like, if Allende did that, bro, like us, nah, hombre, wait.
Bro, if I did that, bro, like I get out of B, bro, and I feel so like I just have like a random thought. I'll be playing and then I'll think like cheeseburger, right? It's not about tiempo. It's not about tiempo, güey. And I just feel like Arturo's look or like you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just like,
I think, but that's always been a thing with us. It's just kind of like, because.
no,
like,
¿sabes qué?
Yeah.
No, just,
Because, like, for us lately, from what I've noticed, like, when we fuck up, it's like, because we kind of know, like, what we're supposed to play.
yeah.
So, like, eventually, like, if we're just playing and you fuck up, like, I give you the Rizzler, I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just giving you that look,
I
like,
just gotta pretend it was improv. I'm like, I like it. You know? Like,
or you'll tell me, like, no te gustó? Like, I'm like, no. You know, but it's funny because there's so many sides to this that,
Yeah.
like, it could just go, like, either way, right? So again, a lot of these people said the same thing. It's like it happens to the best of us. Like he kept going, despite like what happened. It happens. Just keep going. But a lot of those responses, like again, like there's just a lot that I'm commending them for keeping going. Here comes another one. A voice coach recently told me mariachis often prioritize power over vocal health. What do you feel about that?
I'm not a voice person.
Obviously.
I'm guessing. I mean, there's a technique to singing, right?
I think so.
And I'm guessing it's saying that maybe it's the equivalent of like you and me. Like if someone would rather play with excessive jalón or excessive like strum,
Yeah.
where they wear out the tapa,
Right.
And they're saying like they would prioritize doing that over actually playing with some type of technique. That's how I'm translating this.
So we did get a couple of these comments, and some of these comments were also on the video, but it was like where people were offering like voice technique and voice like.
They were doing like a breakdown. I've seen some people. That
Yeah,
were
like we got one. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
We got one on the requests.
Oh.
So this is what this person told us. This is typical if there's damage to the vocal cords. With all the amount of traveling, performing, inconsistency of singing technique, tools, more of this in the next sentence, the habitual charro lifestyle, bad diets, drinking, smoking, etc., and other factors like being sick. Not saying that mariachi musicians lack in technique, but there are inconsistent habits in the usual mariachi musician because of the main emphasis for most is to get good at their instruments and then neglect or pay little attention to singing technique. It is habitual for mariachi musicians to hear from their directors/teachers to punch the notes they sing, leading to unnecessary pushing. In this video, we hear the toll of many years of not having having the proper tool to sing through a high G because he wants to push or punch the note to make it sound mariachero. In instances like this, as a classically trained singer, I would advise to approach the notes from a lighter mechanism to be able to sing and sustain the note. Furthermore, there always has to be a system of backstops, plan B, C, D, so the compañeros help him out in case they hear a compañero struggling, specifically in groups as big as Vargas, where some of their members claim to teach voice lessons. There needs to be someone that is able to recognize when someone is not at their best. That was like a full-on...
Where'd you
It's in the requests.
It's in the request?
Yeah. But do you see how, like, that whole thing was, like, that's just addressing, like, vocal technique. Which, again, it's hard to gauge this person even who just sent us that. On one clip of 20 to 30 seconds of watching this person, we don't know what kind of techniques this person plays or what kind of techniques they employ, like, to do their voice stuff.
Yeah.
We also can't for certain say, like, what techniques they were brought up in leading up to Vargas. You know, so, like, we don't know what kind of vocal techniques they've used in the past.
Or if he had the chance to, like, learn.
Right. You know? And the other thing about that, too, is this person is also assuming that they're smoking and drinking consistently, and that, because I know that does affect. I know trumpet players say the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah, about, because, I mean, it's your lungs, dude. Like, you're pushing. If you're a smoker, you don't have the same.
I thought drinking. I was like, no.
wait. But I'm saying, like, I can't necessarily say that something that they were doing, I really got to find his name. I forgot. I don't know his name. El que estaba cantando, right? We don't know what kind of techniques he employed, like, leading up to that performance. Again, I don't know if he's been doing everything right up until this far, and he was just sick that night, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's another thing, man, because me right now, I don't know if you noticed, but this morning I taught middle schoolers. It's 9 a.m., and automatically I had to start singing because, like, and, like, telling them to be quiet, basically.
Yeah.
By 10 a.m., my voice was done, and I'm doing this podcast right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but, like, there's a little, like, tingle in my throat right now.
You can hear, like, a little buzz.
Yeah. So as I do that, again, like, there's other days where my voice doesn't sound like this. So I'm also not sick. Maybe this guy was sick at the time. Maybe he had a tough morning, you know, leading up to that, you know. But if the set list says, hey, tú vas a cantar Fallaste Corazón, maybe he could have addressed, like, hey, like, maybe not today, you know, like, not having a good day, you know, like, ponle otra, you know, or whatever. But maybe he thought he was good. So when he went up to sing, y se le va, it's like, oh, damn, maybe I should have.
You could also add the pressure of that he is a new member and doesn't want to kind of let his buddies down, like, being new, you know? So he maybe he could have been over practicing because he just wants to be show that he's worthy of being in a group like that.
It's like baseball players when they're rookies.
Yeah,
bro, they'll do anything that the major leagues, like the major league players, tell him because he's a rookie. You don't want to be the one to say, like, hey, you know what, like, today, like, I had a bad bagel, you know, no quiero cantar la de Fallaste Corazón hoy. So he's not gonna say that, you know, because of X reason, you know.
And then their UCL pops like their elbow.
The elbow?
Because there's a baseball player, right? Like pitching.
Oh, I was like, he wasn't throwing balls. What are you talking about? Like,
okay.
What are you talking about? No, but again, you make a lot of sense there. It's because, like, maybe he was like, you know, like, I'm not gonna tell them. No.
Yeah, like, he probably felt, like, tired, but he's like, I just have to do it. You know, maybe it was the last show. Maybe it was. I'm not that up to date with Vargas, like you said. So I'm assuming maybe they're been out there for a while and he's just worn out. You know?
At the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know if this is a guy thing or just being stubborn, but I'm the same way. Like, if I told you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You know, and like, and it's more because, like, it's almost like I gave my word, or I'm kind of like on that, like, I'm not gonna say no. You know, ya dije. You know, so could have been, you know, just stubbornness. Just be like, yo la voy a cantar. Like, that's my song. La voy a cantar. And then he's like, Malti. I was like, fuck. I was like, as soon as he did that, he's probably like, fuck, I probably should have had a honey tea right before this, you know. But again, like, we can't say, because I saw more comments on the video that were also like, you know, he's here, he could have opened up his vocal range to hit this. I think there was another one, I think it was by Carlton. Shout out to Carlton. But, like, he was putting, like, he does hit it in other parts of the song and stuff like that. So he could have employed this technique to hit this and this. I'm like, I just don't know how much she's gonna be reading that. Like, it's like, next time.
He's like, you know English. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Well, no, Facebook translates, or I think
you can put C translation. Yeah. So maybe You know what? I'm gonna DM him right now. Like, you know, like, te lo mandar, you know.
You see it?
But like more likely than not, though, at the same time, what I keep thinking is again, like he got to Vargas for a reason. You know, like it's his violin playing, it's his the way he is as a performer, it's the way that he is as a vocalist. So like it's not like he wouldn't have been there if this was something that was constantly happening to him. I would think, you know, like it's unfortunate that it happens. And again, like now with everybody, like if you look at that concert video too, everybody's recording. Like the person that got that video and it got put on Facebook and they got shared around or whatever. Like if you look at that video, like the whole area, because they're all like in the front rows and stuff, they're all recording. So like we have multiple angles of that. Yeah. And that lady and that dude and that other kid that recorded or whatever may not have posted it, but all it took was one of those videos to go on Facebook. And likely than not, again, like someone saw it because some lady probably just posted it on her Facebook. But when
like
Mariachi,
Live? Huh? It's like a Facebook Live.
Yeah, exactly. Like how do they find that? You know, someone went looking for it. Someone got sent to, ends up on Balcón or one of these like, you know, anti-mariachi establishments. That's just gonna like mariachi. So it ends up there and then becomes a thing. You know, it if you can have a bad performance, the bad thing about it is that once it's recorded, it's not just one bad performance. It's one that can be replayed over and over. That's exactly what happened. Because as soon as we got to the van, bro, like none of us like had even talked or anything about anything. It's like, hey, did you see the video? Like we already knew which video, and then everyone was like, "Malti." But it's just because I'm thinking like, dude, that's how fast like this stuff travels
nowadays. Social media,
Like so, and then it becomes a thing. Como tú dijiste, güey, pa mañana, a Vargas' rehearsal, de, ¿qué onda, güey? Yeah. And they're just going to be like, ¿cómo andas? ¿Qué? Yeah. He's like, bro, I'm still sick. Like, or whatever, you know, whatever Eki's reason was. Yeah. Point is, it's very unfortunate because it's like, all it takes is one video for it to like become this big old thing, right? And again, he probably does all the vocal. He's like, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re. And then, you know, all it took was that to like discredit you, bro. It's literally PR, public relations. All it takes is one chance. Let's see, what else do you have? This person says, what would you do? Die. Understandable, yeah. I guess you can't, right? But like if you fuck up, you can't just go like into the fetal position. Like
no, for sure it makes it worse.
Yeah.
When you get home, pues sí.
Todo encuerado, güey. Ya sin traje ni nada.
In the showers.
A la verga. Yeah. Estás a drown, güey.
You never seen this Ventura, right?
No.
Okay. Just tell me.
I need to watch that. Yeah, you say that. Give me this. Cosas malas. This person here, they said the other mariachis helped to break the ice. Again, like I don't really blame the guys in the back because like that's what a lot of people pointed out too. Is like, nah, they should have jumped in for him. Like,
bro, it's because it's like Vargas being Vargas too, or even being just a charro. You have to know a lot of things. You know what I'm trying to say. You know the thing. You know.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm saying like there's a lot of things regarding rep, regarding technique, regarding like someone said you have to have a plan B for your plan B. And it's like there's a lot of things going on. It's not just the one popular they have to know. They have to know albums that Vargas recorded in case they want to play it.
Right.
You know, you can't be ready for everything because if you focus on that, you're gonna neglect something else. And it's not because you're not doing your job. It's because there's so much stuff to cover.
Yeah.
You know? Like even doctors will look up stuff on Google. It's just like some of this stuff matter, you know? So like I think when people blame like the guys in the back were probably just as surprised as him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because if I look at the reaction like in the back, like they're not laughing at him, like they're laughing at the situation, I think. Because again, like nobody knows. Again, I'm not in Vargas, so I can't really say, but I would think that those guys hang out with each other a lot.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a band, cualquier like grupo musical, like you know those guys. Yeah. You know how they are, you know how they act around each other, you know how they interact with each other. Yeah. So like again, like if you went up for a solo way and you like fucked it up royally, like I'm gonna laugh, you know? But it's not because I'm being an asshole. Maybe I am to you, but it's also because like you would do the same to me.
I have.
Exactly. So it's like there's like a running joke in our group where like, you know, Paco or like Arturo will go up to sing something. Y hay veces que pues le inventan, you know, because like se les va or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ¿qué? You know, and I say it loud. But again, like, I don't expect a lot of people in the audience to know what that inside joke is, you know?
No.
It's more of like a way of me to like, hey, I heard that, you know?
Yeah.
So like Arturo or Paco would just look back and like kind of smile like, yeah, I fucked that up. But like I know that, you know?
Yeah.
But again, it's not me like actively trying to hurt him. It's more like, hey, I heard that, you know? And I'm laughing like at you, but I'm also like laughing with you because you know you fucked up. You know?
I think it's just better to like laugh at things. Like it makes, like I said before, it makes the moment more lighthearted. You don't have to like crucify yourself over a mistake because Arturo like has been going through like a second puberty.
Second puberty?
Yeah, because he's been like cracking a little more.
Oh, it's because it is dropping a little bit. Because
yeah.
I mean, anytime you listen to like videos of you like 5 to 10 years ago, like your voice changes.
Exactly.
Like, it really does. Yeah.
And he's going through that a little bit. It's like menopause for men. I don't know.
That's just the ass way.
Yeah. No. But he's you know his voice is lowering, and I don't know if like your chords transitioning. I don't know the whole thing about it, but I know it happens.
Okay.
Right, and he's been cracking a lot more, and like I catch it because he's next to me so much, right? So like even a grito, we'd be like, and I'm like. I like sometimes I don't even laugh. I just kind of smile. I'm like, do it again. Like, you know, like, and it's like it's not. It is laughing at him, but it's like we're laughing with him because he's laughing too. And it's better to like make like laugh at a moment than just be like, "Can you stop?" You know, like
that's the thing too, man. Like you got to keep in mind, like this guy probably felt like shit, you know, because. Yeah. He did something. He knows he can do it. Like I said, like he knows he can hit these notes. He's probably done it a million times, like in those who shows con Vargas, you know. He knows he messed up. Trust me, like they know when they mess up. Like so he knows he messed up. He knows he did it royally. He knows he did it in front of all these people. He knows it's recorded. So like the last thing I'm gonna do on stage is like, wait, ¿qué estás haciendo? You know, like, you know, if you it's funny, I always relate this to baseball. In baseball, it's the same way. Like if you fuck up on the field and stuff like that, like some people will like call each other out there, but then the media picks that up and they're all like, "Oh, is there trouble within the team?" Or they're like, "Are they not communicating?" This and that. Obviously, there's leadership problems here. You don't address those things on the field. Yeah. If some shit goes down, you address it backstage, or in this case in baseball, in the dugout, in the clubhouse. So like if there is an issue and I come, hey, wait, you fucked that play up, and if you guys scrap it out, you guys scrap it out. Who knows what kind of meeting they had after that? He said, hey, wait, ¿estás bien? Like, ¿qué pasó con tu voz? Maybe they did chew him out, you know, because they have a standard. Like Vargas has the standard. Yeah. They have a reputation of the greatest mariachi in the world. A video like that comes out was obviously, it doesn't seem that way. But again, like we don't know what happens behind those closed doors, you know? But at the same time, it's also like when you're on stage, your job is to keep the show going. Keep the show going, and no matter what, make the audience feel like this is a pleasurable experience, or this is a good experience, that they like what they're watching. If you can make that lighthearted by like, you know, smiling, because we all know that this is going wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Cante con nosotros, whatever. It's like stuff like that will keep the audience, and it'll make them forget, honestly, because that was a 30-second clip from what I'm assuming was like an hour and a half performance. Right. You know, we're not necessarily gonna watch the rest of that. Yeah. We're just gonna see that one clip. And if we judge their entire trajectory of Mariachi Vargas as a group on that 30 seconds, and we probably don't have a Mariachi Vargas. Like, we can't judge them on those 30 seconds. Yeah. We have to judge them on what they've done in the past, what they keep doing and do consistently. Yeah, which is play good, you know? Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I think all these guys were kind of like improvising, which I think as charros, I think like if you're a charro, it turns into a big forte to have to improvise. Yeah, you know, and I think me personally, I think the guys did a good job at being like, no, like you got it, you know. Yeah, and then Palomar went up and he was like, you know, sing with us, you know, and nobody In the background, I did see he like laugh, and I saw Enrique kind of smiling, like, "Oh shit!" You know?
I was like, "You gonna do it or what?" Like,
yeah.
Like, you know. And again, it's because they're probably so used to him hitting it, no problem. You know, I don't know what happened that day. You know, again, like he probably ate something bad or estaba frío.
You had a cold drink.
Yeah, and you need like a little tea right before or some Halls.
Or just rest your voice, you know? Maybe.
Yeah, just
like
rest
I said, maybe he overworked it. And
quizás.
Vale
This person says, speaking of sick, we've all been sick, but there's a standard that's expected to be met when a ticket is paid for. And that's exactly what I just said. Like, the people there went to watch Mariachi Vargas, and so they're expecting a show. But if anything, that made the show more memorable. Because, I mean, they could just tell, like,
that's a show.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a spectaculo, you know? You're just like, oh, like, that was funny. You know, like, did you have a good time? Yeah. Again, they still had another 2 hours worth of music where estaban cantando, you know, con madres, you know? You know, it's just, sometimes you get the yips. You know what the yips are?
Like hiccups?
So, since we're just talking about baseball, we're circling back. Remember we talked about baseball in the beginning? When you get the yips, bro. So in baseball, you're meant to be perfect. Like, so when you're a ground or when you're a fielder, so let's say you're playing third base, any ball hit to you, you have to catch and make the out. That's called your fielding percentage. You have a 1,000 fielding percentage if you're perfect all the time. You always make the play, right? If you get the yips, bro, it basically means like, you know, you fuck up and you keep fucking up.
Oh, okay.
So you get the yips. So like, let's say one
you
gets
start
hit,
choking. That's like a
bingo. So you start to choke.
Yeah.
So you get once you get the yips, bro, like you're not confident with yourself anymore. You don't trust yourself anymore. So now the opposing team will keep hitting balls to you because they know you got the yips.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, tú, pues todo pendejo. You know, y se te va, you know? It's because once you got the yips, bro, it fucking sucks, man. Like, I felt like that at gigs where I'm like playing something and I'm just like, keep fucking this shit up. Or like this manico or whatever. Like, I know I can do this. It's just sometimes you get the yips and you can't do anything about it. Like, you're just like, damn, bro, like what's wrong with me? And then you play another gig another day and it's just like, why was this hard the other day? And it's just because sometimes it's like a mental block. Like,
for sure. Yeah, you know? I think I think I was really bad at that. I think I had well, for us it's called like performance anxiety. Yeah. Right? Where like you just feel like you either didn't prepare enough for it, so like you feel unsure on stage, or you fucked up. And now since from that point forward, you just feel like I'm gonna fuck everything up. Yeah. And then that overthinking causes you to actually fuck up more. Because it's happened to me like at gigs. Yeah, like sometimes I fuck up like a rhythm and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna try it again. Fuck, you know, like valió madre. I'm just like, fuck, she stick with Sammy, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, like, fuck, you know? And what works for me is just like, maybe she's thinking like it's not a big deal, like, and I just breathe. I think it's just fucking breathing. I don't ever see me just be like,
yeah. I do that, but in my real life, like, not just playing, but just like sometimes when I'm just stressed the fuck out, I'm just like, fuck, okay. You know, and I feel like it does help because I mean, think about how many breaths you take in a day, but they're all like, right? So just fucking take a couple of deep breaths. It does help.
And it was me during like presentations. Like I always forgot to breathe for some reason. Oh, yeah, I was always like,
yes, I've had that before too. Well, it's me more talking to like people that are like official. Like, like people that I have to talk like correctly.
Yeah, to, I don't know why.
I just don't breathe. Yeah, you're right. I'll just like, so did you go to the party yesterday? You know, this is by the end. I'm just like, so how was your day? You know, it's just it's a lot, man. Like you don't notice it until it's like, oh shit, like wait, you know, right before you pass out.
You're like blue.
Yeah, like wait, yeah. This person says his compañero should have jumped in to help him. Daniel commented that he was sick. Well, there you go. So I guess his name is Daniel. How you doing? I don't know. You can probably know.
I think maybe he meant the other Daniel.
Maybe they might both be.
He was like, leave him alone.
Wait, right?
He was sick.
Well, he's been there.
He was sick.
Daniel has been there since 1985. Yeah, so that's a long time. Yeah. For always like, come on, guys, can't we all just get along? They're all like agarrándose de putazos. Dude, I would pay to watch that shit. Like just watch Vargas, like in the it's not here anymore. The pelea de guys, not the pelea de guys. The Fiesta en Jalisco album when they're just all around.
Yeah.
Except they're not like cockfighting. They're just fighting each other. That'd be chingón. In full getup.
They're like about to throw a charro, just like.
Nah, güey, puedes quitarte las galas, güey, y te haces unos brass knuckles, güey.
What the fuck?
Fuck, dude. Nah, man, it'd be like some, ¿cómo se llama?
You make a fucking sling with demonio, just like.
Sí, güey, it's fucking Mortal Kombat. You know how like Raiden uses his hat? No,
Yeah.
Kung Lao. It's a big
It's
ass
like the
hat.
blade.
It's got a blade, yeah. It's like un sombrero, güey, fucking.
Pinche what has like at the end is like a knife, just like.
Yeah, el violín es una vara, it's a saber.
It's like a sword.
Yeah, and then the trumpet's a gun.
Well,
Right?
trumpets win every time. No, mames.
Yeah. I guess
I
so,
never
yeah.
said it was fair.
Well, in Mortal Kombat, there'll be like, who is it, Jax that has guns and shit? Yeah,
really?
Jax is the black dude is, no, he doesn't have, because he's got the metal arms.
There's a lot of characters now in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Point is, they get shot, they're just like, ooh, 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 ooh. They just keep fighting. I'm like,
yeah.
that's not how a gun works. A gun, you'd be like pieced out.
It's
bro.
like a punch took like more damage. Like,
See, wait, I
how
was
does that
like-
make sense?
Yeah, you got a get. What the fuck? Point is, yeah. So if he was sick, then there you go. That just proves my point. I guess we could have just started there. He was sick,
Bro.
bro. He was sick.
Should have commented earlier. Damn.
Yeah. This person says, this is the one that I like to. Where is it? What is that? Oh, I had seen it and then I lost it. Oh, this person says his compañeros could have helped the first time his voice gave out and not just watch him. But we kind of talked about that. It's like, again, like I wouldn't want to steal your spotlight. It's like me going up to you and we're like, hey, you can't play the guitar, so I'm like, give me that shit, bro. Fuck. Stupid.
Yeah.
And like,
What?
bum, 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 bum.
And then you fuck up like,
Yeah.
fuck it, it's hard.
You should have told me that
Yeah.
before I fucking embarrass you in front of everybody. Yeah. It's because I'm not going to take your... No te voy a quitar tu luz, güey.
Yeah,
You
even
know?
then, I think that creates an even more negative moment. I think,
Yeah.
where like even the crowd would be like, "Oh no, manches, that was a little rough."
Mm-hmm.
You just have to let it play out, man. You gotta be like harder about it.
Yeah. Someone just put straight up, I thought it was AI. What's crazy about all those fucking videos, bro, is that they're starting to look too fucking real.
Yeah,
Someone could just make a video of like Mariachi Vargas, like, fucking up, and we'll just be like,
Oh, yeah.
we'd just be like, that's real. That's real,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's just, it's getting scary. It really is. Right now, they've been posting, do you remember, you used to watch wrestling back in the day, right?
Mhm.
Now they make like wrestling videos, but like the last one I just saw was like Stephen Hawking. You know who that is, right?
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah, so Stephen Hawking coming in, they're like, oh my God, it's Stephen Hawking, but it looks like retro TV.
Yeah.
And then like he does like a flip off the freaking top rope in a wheelchair, and it looks real. It got me thinking. I was like, was Stephen Hawking in WWE? Because they would bring random people and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, it's starting to look too fucking real. I'm like,
It's like
wow.
your mom shared it. It's like,
My
It's like,
mom's
no,
like, miras a
ma.
mí, miras a mí de las luchas que te gustan. I'm like, wait. This person says, this is the last one we'll do. It says, he's not the only one. Chuy Guzman had a bad one not too long ago. Non-musicians like to judge and say things are easier said than done, but he must have been sick. I thought that...
Arturo kept saying that was fake.
He kept saying that too, yeah. But even if it wasn't, or if it was fake, again, like, it's understandable. Like, keep in mind, these are professional musicians. Like a lot of artists have the ability, like if you're like a solo artist, right? Do you follow any artists like on Instagram and stuff like that?
So yeah.
Yeah, like, so have you ever seen, like, when you follow them, obviously they post about their concerts and their stuff coming up.
They don't follow me back. It's kind of sad.
I'll see you wait. It's like, I requested them. No. But no, it's they have the luxury of being like, hey, I feel a little under the weather. So I saw one today actually by Coetzel or something like that. Yeah, Coetzel was like, I don't know if it was under the weather, but point is, I've seen one like that before, and he's like, I've been feeling under the weather. Like, I've tried my best to like control my voice and to help it out, but unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to the show. O sea, they just canceled the show.
Oh, didn't Alejandro just do that?
Yes. Yeah, to keep it on brand. Yeah, with Alejandro Fernandez just put one out that said he was, his voice was gone out and he couldn't do the show. But like, ¿cuántas veces te dije llorando? ¿Cuántas veces has mirado que un mariachi like will be like and have that same message? It's not gonna happen. You know why? Because they have multiple singers, and they're gonna be able to go out and do that show. So like, I have never seen honestly a mariachi just say like we're not gonna go because all of our voices are gone. Like they're gonna go do the gig.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
even then, like someone like Chuy Guzman, I mean Chuy Guzman is Los Camperos, like is the Chuy Guzman. So like, watching Camperos and not watching Chuy sing, it would be like,
yeah, it would be.
You know,
like
it's the group that he's leading right now. So him probably knowing that he has a lot of songs that he sings, like va a cantar, you know.
Yeah.
And if he messed up. Was he might have been under the weather, something happened to him, whatever. Pero no se va a rajar, you know. It's his job.
And it could happen at the show, you know, like since you talk about sports, there's a lot of players that feel fine, they're warming up.
Yeah.
Like they've overtrained, but they just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just happens like they get that sprain in the game, and they're like, oh, like what who could have done, like, how could this be prevented? And the strength coach is like, you make it run 200 miles? Well, it's cause, you know, like,
yeah, exactly.
And it's like sometimes like your consequences to your actions happen at the wrong time, and that's just like bad luck, you know. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So you're ready, you're everything, and then you're I don't know anything about singing or vocal cords, but se te truena una, you know. And
no, it's very true.
It just sucks.
Relating it to sports, it's like right now it's off season, bro. So that means like is when all our players are gonna rest up. They're finally gonna become healthy. Over the off season, they're all gonna work out. Wanna comer puro verde, you know, a bunch of green shit. You know, spring training comes out first day of the season. Someone breaks the ACL, or someone like tears it. Somebody needs Tommy John, which is like the surgery for your arm, like for pitchers. So what the fuck was the off season for? You know, so then it's like fuck, like everything we had, like we would lose it on the first day of the season. You didn't prepare for that, and it happened during the game. Kind of like this. It happened during the gig. It happened during the performance. He did all the preparation. He did everything he was supposed to. Hasta se tomó un té, güey, en la mañana. Un cabecito.
Una XL3. You know what that is?
No.
No? Okay. Never mind. Keep on.
But he did everything well. He even ate some halls right before walking up there. And then it all leads up to Malti. You know, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it happens. And like people said, it happens to all of us. We've all gone through that. That's the point, that you're not supposed to be fucking perfect all the time.
Yeah.
We wish we would be, but, you know, it just doesn't work out like that. Like 90% of the time, something's going to happen. 10% of the time,
you just have to live with it. I think the first time I saw Vargas, like, I mean, me being like an harmonia player, you're always inclined to listen more to that,
to your
right?
section. Yeah.
And I think I remember I heard Enrique like mess up. It was like a cascabel, I think. Mm-hmm. And you know, like the violins do, like they do like cascabel dos, right? And they do that like a violin solo, like chido. And I remember like mid solo, like Enrique was just like, "Hey," and then he just made this he made like this weird face, like like he was just kind of like owning it. It was kind of weird, but like you know.
It happens, man. Like.
And it just sucks in today's time that it's just so much easier to get something out like that. Because I bet you like these mistakes were done back then too.
Oh fuck
but,
yeah,
like,
bro!
Who's gonna fucking crop a VHS? The chingas de Ciento, way. You know, like,
just cutting it.
It's like, how do we play it now? It's like, oh shit, you know. Like,
I didn't think that far. Fuck. No, yeah, it's true, man. Like now it's much more accessible. Like any fuck up is documented, and it's cataloged. Now, bro, like it's in a folder somewhere, like Mariachi Vargas fuck ups. You know, like you know, Mariachi Los Camperos fuck ups. You
it's
know,
like an anti. What's a historian? Give me one of the historians.
Dr. G.
Dr. G. Like Dr. G is like a special like show, which is like fuck ups. It's like everybody. Samir Ramirez like
wait, it's un folder. It's un folder así, güey. Fuck. You had to get another show.
Yeah, it's like I had to add an extension because
so quit fucking up. You know? No, but yeah, it's just again like it's just to summarize this. To watch a video like that again, like everybody has an opinion on what could have done, what could have been done, what could have gone better, what could have gone, you know, even worse, you know. But at the same time, it's also like, dude, you don't know what happened. We don't know the full story. Yeah. We're not that guy that sang it. We're not Vargas. None of us are in that position, you know. So we can't really speak on it. Now you can have an opinion, that's fine. But when you más bien, it's more when people like start to tear down each other, like, oh, you should have done this, and that. No, ¿cómo van a hacer eso? And again, it's like that's the stuff that feeds like the negativity in the mariachi world.
No, what? I think that's
Negativity.
No.
So because it feeds it so much, like that's why we kind of expect people to, as soon as we fuck up, we're like, wait, todos decimos lo mismo, like, vamos a estar en el balcón, dude. And it's because, again, like things like that get spread around so fast. We've said it before on this podcast, but si ni perdonan el Vargas, way, what shot do we have?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So it's more like, we don't know what happened. We don't know the full story. Point is, it's happened. And it's going to be like another week before another video comes out or something. And people are just like, oh, like, remember that one time? And it just, things happen so fast.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to address this video because of that reason. Because again, like, 1,000 things could have gone, better. But,
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, it already happened. It happens to all of us.
He can't do any arguments right now, bro. Because
Yeah.
everybody would be like, "Is this you, bro?" Like in the group, he's like,
Right.
"You're taking my seat, bro."
See you.
Like,
And it's just the video.
Yeah, bro.
It's como like the Exorcist, like you know how they show them the cross and they're like, ah, it's like that. Like he's on the bus, he's like, what doing? He's just like following him. He's like, but
Like, Yahweh.
yeah. But it's one of those things where you just kind of like, no pasa nada, wey. Yeah, it's over. Besides, they're gonna go to a concert and he's gonna sing it all chingon.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's in Vargas and we're not.
He could even like do it again and then like post that and he'd be like,
I'm like, yeah,
like share this and nobody's gonna share it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, no, now it sounds good. Like,
it's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I want to feel good about myself.
Right? Nah, don't worry, guys. No matter what, just support each other. No sean culeros.
Now kiss and make up.
Kiss? All right, we're going to do Charro Chat real quick. Y'all like my picture?
Bitch. Así me siento, la verdad.
Sí, güey. Yo también. It's funny because my sister put Dr. G, question mark. You kind of look like him a little bit, yeah.
Damn.
That's good, bro. That means that you'll look like him.
Bro.
Está bien.
Next historian.
I like it. So this first thing says, most embarrassing moment in Mariachi.
Well, that was obviously me fucking up Hermoso Cariño this week because
This last week.
nadie me perdonó, way. Everybody was just like,
Mm. We were all like, what the fuck was that? The fuck?
I was embarrassed, bro. I was
Te vamos
like,
a correr, güey. Like, este vato, güey. Arturo,
cut
what'd you
him.
say? What'd you say? Yeah, cut him. What'd you say? Like, quítale 20, dámelo. What'd you say? Some shit like that.
Quítale 60 dámelos a mí.
So I'm just getting rich off your ass. Like, fuck, chingón. No, I can't really like pinpoint any embarrassing moments like that. Like, I really don't embarrass myself like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, man, like,
Mr. Perfect over here.
nah, way. Like, I meant like just in general.
Mr. I'm cute.
Pues la vez que me
Everybody loves
caí.
me. Oh, yeah.
And I almost fucking killed my vihuela over there. That one, I was using that one, the Ruben. I remember because I was like, it could have died, bro. I was like that one meme, like, I almost just died. Because I was just walking, but it felt so surreal, like just to fucking like turn midair to protect. Like, that means I got good, like, como dice Arturo, good reflections, bro. I got good reflections, bro, because like my instinct immediately, like if I was holding a baby, I would have saved that baby's life. Because I would have, lo hubiera aplastado, güey. Pues, así de pesado que yo estoy, But the first thing I thought when I was falling to the ground was turn, and I took that shit like it was like a football tackle.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the football. It felt really fast in my head, but I kind of wish there was like a camera so I could see it. But like, I bet you I fell in slow motion. But like, it felt fucking. I felt like Tom Cruise.
I was
in
behind you the whole time.
Mission Impossible.
To me, I was like, ¿por qué está agarrando vuelo este güey? Because
Why is this fool flying?
Because you were. I remember, like, I just heard, like, como un zapateado, way. Like, I just heard, like, because I think you slipped, and then this foot tried to catch, and it slipped, and then this foot tried to catch again. And then that's what, you turn, and you fell on your back. And I was like, you okay, bro?
Nah, güey, di un pinche pasito tonto, güey. Nah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I guess that part was embarrassing because because I thought nobody saw it, just like Los Charros, because we were just walking out, and it was raining.
Yeah.
You remember?
Why is what you slipped? No,
it slipped because the city, their sidewalk or whatever, like, you know, whenever like the foundation shifts, so like the cement blocks are some bloques or that, but like one had like come up like this.
Yeah.
So I was just walking todo casual, and then like the edge of my boot like hit it. It was fucking twirled. Fucking fell. So it was not a good time. But más bien, I thought nobody had seen. And then Arturo was like, "Hey, wait, you all right?" I'm like, "Por qué, okay?" You know, because I was in the van, and Arturo came later, and he's like, "You okay? Like, what happened?" I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Pues allá están diciendo que un mariachi se cayó." And I was like, "No mames, way." So that means that the whole fucking party's gonna talk about it. Like, you're the dumbass that fell. Ya ves, todos tenemos mistakes, bro. What the fuck?
Post it on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm over here thinking like, I never fall. I've never fallen, but that one time I fall, bro, now it's a fucking big story. La caída del Sami, way. So if anything, that was my most embarrassing.
Okay.
Would you drop everything if you were invited to Vargas or any other big group for a season? For a season?
For a season? For a reason, maybe?
What's the season finale?
Wait.
You get fired?
Vargas for a season.
Would I? No. That's the thing too, man. Like I'm not going to California. Like, I live here now.
Not even Ciudad. Oh, where is Vargas? Ciudad de Mexico?
I don't know, Mexico. No, but even then, like Roberto says, he lives in California and he plays with Vargas.
Yeah.
Like, if they were to invite me right here, right now, first of all, I would say, like, you sure? You know, because like, are you? Have you seen my trajectory? It's not that good.
Have you seen my fall?
Me caí. You know? No, but even then, I don't think that's in the cards for me anymore, and it's not really something I would want to pursue. To be honest, I think the coolest thing about it is like you get the opportunity to go to all these places and stuff like that. And this is gonna sound corny, but it's like I would want my wife to be there. Like,
oh, that's corny.
Yeah, I know, but it's because it honestly feels like that cuando estás casado. Oh, it should. I feel like it should feel like that. But like, you want your wife to go because like she's cool, so you want her to be there with you. Like, I've gone to places like by myself, and I'm like, this is how you know you love your wife, bro. Because you're like, I wish my wife was here. Like, this would be fun.
Okay.
So like if I was at Vargas, I'd be like going to like, you know, Ciudad de Mexico, or like these guys going to like overseas, going to like, you know, all these different Cowboy Stadium. But I'd in the back of my mind, I'd be like, I know my wife would like this. So I feel like that's the difference. Maybe.
Okay, cool.
I feel like maybe they'd be like, nah, well, I want to go without my wife. Maybe I still love her or something. I don't know. But it's just, that's how I would think. So like I couldn't do that because I would be going to places without her.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute.
So what about you? ¿Tú que eres solterón? If they called you right now.
No. Because I think that's like Lil Vic's dream. You know, like, I think if I was younger, maybe.
Uh-huh.
But now, like, I think I have like a more realistic view. You know, like there's stuff like paying bills and thinking like, would I really be happy just being on a stage? And
let me throw you a curveball. What if it did make you enough money and like you were comfortable?
Then still no.
Really?
Because I think it's about like, for me, fuck, now I'm gonna be corny. God damn it. But for me, it's about like also having fun like with my people, which is you guys, you know?
Oh, okay.
So like to go out there and just be like, also like maybe think the possibility of playing with like another group that que me va a marrear, just because I feel like I'm like the newbie and they're like,
you be the rook? Yeah.
Yeah, because I throw hands, bro, you know? Nah.
You would.
Not the good.
No,
but like
no nos madreas a nosotros. Not yet, anyway.
But like I'm not gonna take that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna feel the same because I'm not having fun. I'm just stressing. Like maybe this guy. Like I don't want to fuck up. You know.
Yeah, I think that's another extra layer, right? Like you'd have to keep that musicianship like to the highest of levels because you don't know if like tomorrow they're like, you know what, you're not that good.
Yeah.
We have like 4 other guys that want to be in your position, you know. So it's like you constantly have to.
Yeah, and I don't think that would be a problem, but I just, like I said, it's not you guys, and I'm comfortable where I am. Like I don't think I like because I'm also not saying I'm here because like I think we suck or like I suck. I'm here because, you know, I put in the work still, and I'm happy like with what I'm producing for the most part.
That's good.
I did something on Hermoso Cariño that I'm remembered for the ages, you know. It's gonna be in the books.
Yeah. for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be happy with like Vargas or wait, is there a choice?
Yeah, it's just said like Vargas already.
Oh, Vargas, fuck yeah, I'm gonna. No,
I misread it. What the fuck? Yeah, just as any other big group for a season. But that's what I don't get. Like a season, like I'd do it like as a season pass.
Oh, do it for like a weekend, and not even
for
with
a weekend.
Not even with a big group. I'm talking like maybe if like I had friends like somewhere else, and they were like, "No, pues vente a chambear un rato." Like we'll hang out, right? And they would be like, "Let's go to In-N-Out." I'm like, "No, we're not." You know.
I think that's a good way to put it. I think I would go like to fill in.
Yeah.
Like if they called me and they were like, "Hey, it's like no va a venir Gil, le duele la pata, you know, or some shit, you know, tiene un ingrown toenail. Si quieres venir, vamos a ir a where would they go?
Carnegie College.
Vamos a ir a Carnegie Hall si quieres." It's Carlos on the phone, by the way. in my fantasy, right?
Your fantasy.
Yeah. He's like, you know, pues necesitamos un violero y pues we called 3 other guys y no pueden, you know, so.
You're fourth choice.
Pero si quieres ir, I'd be like, no, pues sí, think that would, because on it, it's like a cool opportunity.
Yeah.
And I would like to view it as that. Like, oh, it's like that's, I could say about the night that I played with Vargas.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, I was chosen. I am the chosen one. You know, so I got to go and then I got to go back home, you know, and I think that would be like, because I know other people have done that before too. Like Adrian has played with, like with Camperos before or something like that. I forgot who he played.
He's played with the Camperos. Like, there's a lot of videos of him with Camperos.
Like, but point is, like, Adrian is just like shout out to Adrian Perez, like, but he just does quests, side quests. Like, they just because they know the type of musician he is.
Yeah.
So they're just like, hey, Adrian, you want to play with this? And there's like, all right. You know, he's an engineer. He can do whatever he wants, you know? Like, so he can just show up and be like, all right, que tono. Tring, 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 and you just play it, you know? So I think that's cool. Like, you're that level of musician and you just be like, yeah, I guess I'll go play with Vargas for one night. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like, because to drop everything, bro, like, I'm trying to build something. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know?
Yeah. Okay. This person says, how often do you get your traje dirty? How often do you clean it and how?
Fuck, I clean it like every 2 weeks, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you're much better than I am, man.
Because that white suit, man,
I can't clean the white
suit gets dirty on the first day that you wear it.
Yeah.
Getting in the car, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're asking how I clean it, I don't know if it's right. Because you guys are very scared. But, like, I use Tide Pods. And, ¿cómo se llama? It's like a Tide pen. I forgot the name.
Sote?
No, it's, Shout. No. Shout. Yeah. Shout? Yeah. Like,
they have a pen for that?
Yeah.
I just have the spray bottle.
Yeah, no, there's like a pen and like I just color it and then I just toss it in the washer and I put it on hot, medium hot.
Yeah.
You know, because apparently you're not supposed to do that. But that's the only way to get like, what is it, grease?
Yeah, the heat. Yeah.
So like,
with trajes, I've always just put mine in the wash. I just put them backwards.
Inside out.
Inside out, yeah. Or what did I say?
Backwards.
También, you know, I guess you just throw it in there.
Yeah.
But I don't wash it with anything else. Like, it's literally just a traje. And then I just...
Do you wash it with color?
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of people are like, ooh.
Yeah.
And it does sound scary sometimes. Like, when it's washing, when it's like spinning.
And I'm just looking back.
My mom's like, is that my washer? I'm like, it's my washer. You know?
Oh, shit. No, I mean, it works. You know, like, it's because... people dry clean them and shit like that, but it's like, I'm also not in sol. You know, like estamos aquí chambeando. And then someone's going to be like, no, pues tienes que respetar el traje. I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm just going to throw it in there if it's dirty. I'm sorry. Like, you know, tengo muchas cosas pendientes. Like, this isn't my full-time job. Like, you know, like I have other stuff to do. Like, I'm sorry, you know, so if this is the easiest and fastest way for me, I'm going to throw it in the wash, you know?
Yeah.
And it hasn't fucked up my trajes yet, you know? You know, but at the same time, it's like...
well, there's nothing wrong with it, I think.
It looks fine. Lo limpio.
I think it's because there's certain telas that will shrink.
I think if you have a cheap traje, it might fuck up.
Ooh.
No, I'm being serious. Because like ours are pretty thick material. Like when we got these last ones, like I put them on, I was like, damn, like they feel good. Like
their quality.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel... I've had trajes before that feel like if, you know, you just pull them a little bit, like they might tear.
Yeah.
You know, and these don't feel like that. So I was like, okay, chingon. You know, like these feel good.
Yeah.
So that being said, you should be able to wash them.
Yeah.
And they've felt durable throughout.
So
this
for
process.
me, that's what works.
Yeah.
I love the Tide Pods because they're just like, you know.
Yeah. Gotta get through this fast. Has this happened to you guys? The singer when singing like how it did with the Vargas singer? Yeah. We kind of talked about that. Just listen. Just like skip back an hour, and I think you'll see the answer.
Yeah.
What's that one song that you would go to the mic and sing during a gig? Ninguna, way. I'm sorry.
El soplete mojado.
Las Perlitas, you know, Niño Perdido. Una de esas tres. What would you have personally done? Oh, with the Vargas situation. That's what we just said. And the last one. Why did you pick the instrument that you currently play? Oh, look at that. That's a good question.
Because I need work.
You know what? That would be a good topic.
You want to make that a topic?
Yeah. Congratulations. Because I think that's a good way to like talk about how people all end up at their instruments. I've heard a lot of stories of people like how they got into. I've heard of people getting gaslighted into getting their instrument.
Really?
Yeah, like they didn't intend to play that one, but someone told them to play it, and they're just like, all right. And now they're like, don't chingon way.
They were like, fuck.
Yeah. So that's a good topic. I'll say that for later just because we're running out of time. But yeah. This has been episode 163, I believe. Thank you guys for coming back to listen to CharroBeans podcast, a Mariachi podcast. Appreciate you coming back. And what else? Is that it?
Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Apoyen, pónganle que muy buen podcast.
We win.
So YouTube can start paying us and I can
Yeah.
pay my debts. Mis
Ándale.
drogas. A ver si lo veo el peluche.
No.
I'll tell you later. Because I don't do drugs, okay? It's a slang.
Drugs do me, bro. Shit.
They
Can't handle me, bro.
They should show up. Anyways, you guys have a
yeah.
good weekend, a good weekday.
Weekday. Yeah.
Vayan a la escuela, trabajen.
Yeah.
No hagan drogas.
Yeah.
No tomen alcohol. Más pa' mí. All right.
Okay. Well, appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys hopefully next week. And
No mames, no estás grabando.
Shut up, bro. I did push the wrong button though. It was this one earlier. But I'm good. Bye.
Roar.